This is Todd from Coex 3D with another Ask Todd question. We're answering a question today that comes to us from Mike C. out in Utah, and it's kind of a two-part question, so I'm going to take both of those. So the first one is, why does virgin resin matter? And the second one is, why do I have to print hotter when I use Coex filament? Well, the first part is really quite simple. Virgin resin is the way that we can guarantee that you're going to get the absolute best product quality. The opposite of virgin resin would be recycled materials. If you use recycled material or a blend of virgin and recycled, it will absolutely change the print temperature, the print quality, and the consistency of the filament. And we want to make sure that we don't do that. All of our customers know that they can count on Coex 3D for great quality filament, engineering grade product, and great prints every single time. So for the rest of the question, we're going to go into the print center. Okay, so to answer the rest of Mike's question, which is, why do I have to print hotter when I use Coex filament? Well, I'm standing here in front of our print center, and this is about a third of the machines that we have here in the building. We do a lot of printing here, and I want to answer that question that does go along with the first part. Why does the virgin resin matter? Well, when you're using virgin materials as opposed to recycled, the melt temp is going to be hotter. Plastic has kind of a unique quality that we refer to as thermal memory. And in the simplest terms, what that basically means is every time you melt a plastic and go from a solid to a liquid and then it rehardens, the next time you melt it, it's going to melt at a lower temperature. The quality is actually going to change over time. So if a manufacturer chooses to use virgin resin, you know that it's always going to print and melt at the exact same temperature. If it were a blend of recycled material or all recycled material, then every single time you print it, it's going to have a different ratio of recycled material. So you might buy one spool and it's going to print perfectly at whatever temperature it is that you set. Then the next time you buy a spool of filament, it's the exact same brand, it's the exact same color, it's the exact same material type, but it might print 5 to 10 degrees differently. We don't want our customers to go through that hassle of every single time they do a print and get a new spool of filament that they have to figure out what are my ideal settings. Our customers know that when they buy Coex filament, it'll print at the same temperature every single time. So the reason why you have to print at a higher temperature is because almost all other manufacturers, especially imported materials, will always use some recycled material. That brings that print temperature down. We don't use any recycled material, so our print temp is probably going to be a little bit hotter than what you're accustomed to. That also is going to give you a better quality print and a better quality finished product. But that's why you have to, as a general rule, print with Coex filament at a little bit hotter temperature than what you might be used to.